Shut up and sit down.
Hello there, my little sinners. So, I'm sorry, first off, if the camera's really shaky. It's because it's on a cat tree. I thought I'd give a new environment. My bed. These are my teddies. I've got Paddington here. Little Paddington bear. And then I've got here Charlie. He was the first giant bear I got. I wasn't with him when I first got him, so I made him a winky face and then a little sticky out tongue to go with it. So yeah, just explaining my little weird bear fetish situation. A bedtime episode. Oh, your head! You look messed up then. But yeah, this is more like a bedtime episode. So that's what I'm going to call it. You know, like when you're just chatting to your friend and you gossip about shit and saying weird stuff to each other. So basically, the thing I want to talk about is something I can't explain. Now, if you can, please leave a comment. If you know what the heck happened, please leave a comment, because me and my mum, my family, are just dying to know, like, what the fuck. But yeah. So I had a weird thing happen. I'm going to put up some pictures somewhere, probably around about here or something. So I just got back from a meeting and I was chilling in my bedroom and I was looking at some houses and I was like, suddenly started hearing my mum shout from upstairs. And my mum's quite a calm, collective person. She's usually quite chilled. So I was a bit confused with all the shouting and stuff. So I was like, I don't know if she had a fight with someone, like a friend. And then I heard her like stomping down the stairs. And she burst into my room. And she says, a drunk Irish guy just had a fucking go at me. And I was like, what? Why are you ringing drunk Irish guys? And she's like, I didn't, I rung your Auntie Kate. I was like, right. Did you dial the right number? She's like, I think so. Can you check your phone? So I get my phone out, and as you'll probably see here, I have got the exact same number I've always used for her. You can see my messages, you can see other times that I've called her, you know, and it says my Auntie Kate. Well, I put Auntie Kate. And I ended up calling the number. First time, no answer, just rang. So I rang a second time. And then it picked up. And it was all like muffly and like someone like in a pocket or something. And I went, hello? And he went, stop bloody calling me. This is the 7th time you fucking called. No, he didn't swear, actually. Take that back. He's like, this is the 7th time you've called me and I've had enough of it. And I was like, sorry, this is the 2nd time I've called you. I called you a minute ago and then I recalled. And then he started saying, no, you've been calling me constantly. Why can't you just leave me alone? Blah, 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 blah. And I was just taken back. And he was Irish and he was drunk. And it was a shock. I checked my number. My mum called me auntie. It was the same number. Like, had my Auntie Kate's number on her phone, same number. Had my Auntie Kate's on my phone, and it was the exact same match. We've both had calls. She actually called my Auntie Kate earlier that day at about like 2 o'clock, 2:30ish, because of a whole different situation that I won't get into, but she called my auntie that day at 2:30 and she picked up and we're chatting fine. And we got home at about like, I want to say 4ish. And so it must have happened really quickly. I was in shock. And my mum was convinced that this guy had robbed my auntie's phone. So she grabs the phone off me and she goes, have you nicked this phone? And he says, no, I bought it 2 days ago, or how many days ago? And she goes, bollocks you have. And he says, please don't use that language with me. And she went, bollocks, 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 bollocks. And then hung up. I was just like, Mum. And she's like, I don't have time for people like that. So we started like theorising as you do, like, oh my God, like, is it the neighbour? Did the neighbour take the phone? Is it a drug man? You know, did she drop it? Is she mugged? And then we were like, is she okay? So we started like Facebooking her, no reply. Started calling on Facebook, nothing. Started like hounding her boyfriend. I started like going on like Google, like how to track your phone, you know, if it's lost, see if I could put the number in and find out where it was. I then was trying to get in touch with one of my little sister's friends, boyfriend, because his like mum or dad or something, or brother, worked part of the police. Worked part of the police. I was able to like call up like the tag and was able to track it legitly. So I was like getting ready to contact him, and then I was like trying to sort it out myself, and all this other shit was going on. And my granddad comes downstairs, and that's right, everybody in this house lives here. So my granddad comes downstairs and he's like, I tried calling Kate. And I was like, did you get a drunk Irish dude? He's like, yeah, he wasn't too drunk. He was rather nice. I was like, it was nice. It's like, yeah, you had a nice little chat. And I was like, oh, so it's just women that he shouts aggressively to, telling to fuck off. So my granddad had a nice chat with this man and hung up, saying you must have got the wrong number, mate. And I was like, oh my God, maybe I should try like calling again and talking to them. You know, maybe the phone was stolen and then like sold that same day, and he just bought it. And maybe he was an innocent person. Maybe he was sold a dodgy SIM, and like, I don't know, he had the same number as my Auntie Kate, so then it went through to him instead of her. I have no idea, but it's baffling. So I started calling him again, and then my mum comes downstairs, rooting on about it, and I hung up quickly because I didn't want her to say anything to him. Luckily, he never picked up. But I didn't want her to like go, "Fuck you, bastard!" Blah 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 blah, and I was like, ah. So Kate just left it at that, and I got a ding on my phone. I was like, okay. Looked at it. My Auntie Kate messaged me saying, no, I haven't lost my phone. I was like, well, who's using your phone? He's like, no one. I'm sat here next to it. I haven't got any missed calls or anything. And she ended up ringing my mum. They talked about some stuff. I didn't really hear them. And she came downstairs, started... Something's finished. Sorry about that then. Something finished downloading, so that might be a bit of a weird skip. So, yeah. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. So she was saying, oh no, no one's touched my phone. I've got my phone right here. So then I was like, alright, so I said, call your O2 company, you know, say what's been going on and all that jazz and sort it out. So she said, okay. And I hung up the phone and I thought, oh, I feel like shit now. Because that poor person that we're calling is in the same pickle as us. And Mum was like, yeah, but there's no reason to talk to us like that. I was like, yeah, but what if he's been hacked, or what if someone has done something to his SIM and sold his SIM or whatever, and what if he's getting loads of calls constantly from different numbers, but maybe it's just coming up as a private number, or it's just like the same number or whatever, you know. So I mean, I would snap if I thought the same person was calling me over and over again. I'd be like, you know, I'd just drop the bomb. I'd be like, fuck off, you know. So when she left, she was like, all right then. So she left, and I tried calling him again. And I was ringing, no answer. So I called again, ring, and I got an answer. This is where it gets weird. When he picked up, it was my Auntie Kate. That, I don't know why that blows my mind, but we've been calling, my granddad called that number, same exact number as my mum, same exact number as me. We all called it on different different phones, but we all got a drunk Irish guy. Like, eh. So I'm like, Kate, she's like, hiya, Beth. I'm like, well, the number seems to be working again. She's like, yeah. Great. So I ended up saying bye and hung up. And I thought, you know what, I'll call it again later. And to be honest, I never did. But, like, what situation? But, like, what situation? Shut up. Stop meowing and staring at the ceiling. Yeah. My poor cat. She's in heat right now. Yeah. I'm going to get her done Monday. So, gonna have you got your work sorted, aren't you? Yeah. This is funny. I can kick her in the air and she'll just like, look at that tail. It's freaking out. And she'll just stay like that. All I'm doing is like rubbing her like thighs, like side of the thighs and stuff. Look at that tail. Look at that tail. Oh. So that was the situation. I don't know what to say to it, because to me it's just, I don't know. I don't understand. I think that's it. I think that's why I find it so weird, is I just don't understand how it could happen. You know, like, can you get crossed lines from mobiles? I might sound real thick right now, but like, is crossed lines not, isn't it just for like house phones because of the telephone wires, and they clash together and that's how you get a cross wire? I don't know. I might be taking it too literal, but if someone out there, please explain to me what happened. You know the drill. Like, subscribe, click the bell, all that good shit. And tell me.